Imagine it. You end up running into a very helpful sales associate. And you didn't know this bitch from a can of motherfucking paint at the goddamn Home Depot. But for whatever reason, something said, invite her over for Christmas. She end up pulling up. Now, you end up seeing her talking to your husband outside. Do y'all two know each other? So you've been sleeping with my husband. Lightly walk back into the house. Come back out with a motherfucking machete. You had a baby. You had a child on me. She said that she got tired of keeping her baby and her family a secret from you. You end up telling her, well, baby, you wanted him. You wanted all the problems that come along with him. You also want the STD that comes with him as well, right? Oh, baby, he got full-blown AIDS. Merry motherfucking Christmas, Kenny and Tara. Imagine this. 10 years, I always have Christmas at y'all house. But this year, his mom decided that she wanted to finally start back having Christmas at her house. Her husband had passed away a few years ago, and she hadn't really been in the Christmas spirit. So she pretty much passed Christmas on to y'all. But for whatever reason, she was in the Christmas spirit this year. She wanted to host Christmas, and she said it was at her house. So y'all two like, okay, cool. You asked her, hey, Mom, is there anything that you need for me to help you out with? I mean, I have been hosting it for the past 3 years. Is there anything that I can do? She ends up telling you, well, I love the way that you decorate for the Christmas part. So how about you do the decorate? I do all the cooking and everything else, but I love the way that you decorate. So you're like, okay, Mama, that's fine. I can do that for you. So you're going to get all of the decorations and for Christmas and everything like that. And you end up running into a very helpful sales associate, okay? So the sales associate is very helpful. Y'all end up talking. She end up telling you that, she had nowhere to go for Christmas. Her mom and her daddy had passed away. And for the past several years, she have always spent Christmas alone because she don't have no kids. Now, the lover girl in you felt really bad for her. And of course, she was very helpful. Now, you didn't know this bitch from a can of motherfucking paint at the goddamn Home Depot. But for whatever reason, something said, invite her over for Christmas. What you did. You end up asking her, hey, would you like to hang out with me and my family for Christmas? She's like, no, I can't intrude. I don't know you guys. Well, I would feel very bad if I knew that you was going to be lonely this Christmas. And we have hella food. There's always too much. You should come. She ends up saying, you know what? I'll think about it. How about we exchange numbers? So y'all end up exchanging numbers. You end up getting all of the decorations that you need. Thanks to the very helpful sales associate that you done invited to the family house for motherfucking Christmas. So you end up getting back to my-in-law house. You end up taking the decorations over. So that way it's already over there for Christmas. You end up telling her about the helpful sales associate that helped you do all the shopping and said that you invited her over to the house for Christmas and you just wanted to make sure that it was okay. She ends up telling you, yeah, the more the merrier. I'm in the Christmas spirit. This is perfectly fine. So because you wasn't hosting Christmas at your house this year, you decided that you was going to do like a Christmas party on Christmas Eve. So y'all all had the matching pajamas. I mean, it was a whole vibe at your house for Christmas Eve. Y'all played drinking games. Y'all played truth or dare game. Y'all was watching movies. I mean, it was just a whole, and it ended up being midnight by the time that everybody left. So now, bitch, it's Christmas morning. You go over to your mother's-in-law house and you go ahead and do all of the decorating for the dinner. She done already started cooking. It's smelling good in that motherfucker, looking good in that motherfucker, because you doing the decorating. And it's just, the Christmas spirit is just really in your mother's-in-law house this year for Christmas. Okay, bitch, so everybody arriving at the house, cousins, aunties, uncles, in-laws, everybody is here. People brought dishes, people brought liquor. It's a whole motherfucking vibe. You even got Unc in the back barbecuing because he wanted some barbecue meat. And so did a few other people. So everybody came to the house or whatever, and you end up getting a text message from her. She was like, hey, I'm on my way. Can you send me the address? So you sent her the address. She replied with a thumbs up, letting you know, hey, I'll be there shortly. Looks like I'm only about 15 or 20 minutes away. Would you guys like for me to bring anything? Hey, you don't have to bring anything, but if you want to bring something, bring some liquor. That's exactly what she did. She ended up pulling up along with a few other family members or whatever. And she walked in the house. Everyone was very welcoming. You introduced her by her name. Woo, woo, woo. It was just a cool little vibe. Now, you end up seeing her talking to your husband outside by the barbecue grill or whatever. And they was looking very, very cozy. So you end up going outside and you end up hearing him say, what you doing here? My wife don't know nothing about you. She was like, what you mean your wife don't know? That's your wife? He's like, yeah, that's been my wife for several years. So she was like, well, baby, what do you want me to do? Should I leave? It might seem suspicious. You blurt out, What might seem suspicious? Yeah, I already pretty much heard everything that they said, but truly, you just wanted them to repeat they said. You wanted to make sure that you weren't motherfucking tripping. Do y'all two know each other? No, baby, we don't know each other. We just met here at this party today. Yeah, we just met at this party. I was standing over here smoking a cigarette, and he came over here and just started talking to me. Unc looking at them, looking at you, and look back at his food like, girl, please. So what might seem suspicious? What you talking about? I just heard y'all say something might seem suspicious. So what might seem suspicious? I was telling her it was something I wanted to do for you today on Christmas, but I ain't wanted to seem suspicious. Also, what is it that you wanted to do for me today that might seem suspicious, babe? I can't tell you. It's a surprise. Oh. Okay. Well, it's Christmas, so give me my surprise. Well, she looked at your husband, Kenny, and like, I think she know. He like, no what? I think she know, Kenny. He like, what you talking about? I think she know about us. I think she heard us. You damn right I heard you, Tyra. So you've been sleeping with my husband. I didn't know that you was his wife, otherwise I would have never came. What do you mean? He told me his wife was named Cassandra. You told me your name was Sandy. I have never seen you before. I've never seen his wife, but I do know her name is Cassandra. So you know that he's a married man? Yeah, I'm not really looking for a commitment. I'm just looking for a fun time and for a man to take care of me. And my husband. It's been about almost 3 years. With so much confidence, right? He looking like, God damn. So Kenny, you been fucking Tyra for 3 years? Baby, let me explain. Okay, explain. You remember his daddy had a motherfucking machete in the office? So while he being quiet and shit, you just politely walk back into the house, come back out with a motherfucking machete? Okay, explain. Baby, calm down. Please calm down. Calm down. Tyra like, does she know how to use that? He like, hell yeah. She know how to swing a knife. Everybody just calm down. Oh, Uncle like, baby, what's your name? What you say, Tyra? Baby, I think you need to move around. You need to leave the gate open back there. You can go on around. If that bitch move, I'ma slice her fucking head off her neck. Unc's like, oh no, Tyra, just go on, be still. So look, need you to explain this to me, Kenny. You've been having an affair for 3 years. What the fuck is going on? Now, previously in y'all marriage, y'all did have a rough patch. Around the time you end up losing your mama, you honestly completely lost yourself. You lost your mama about 4 years ago, but every day it fucking hurts. So your mama-in-law ended up hearing, all the commotion that was going on outside, and she ended up coming outside. She saw you with her husband machete and asked you, what you doing with it? Like, Sandy, what you doing with my husband's machete? I'm about to use it on your son, ma. Now, because you lost your mama all those years ago, his mom became like your mom. So honestly, she was one of the only people that could calm you down. So she ended up just touching your shoulder, and you felt like a sense of calmness come through you. She says, no, we're not gonna do this here today, baby. Y'all gonna go to the back room. You gonna hand me that machete. You, Miss Homewrecker, you gonna leave, and y'all gonna go talk. I don't really have anything to say to him. I ain't got nothing to say to him. You gonna give me this machete though. So she puts her hand in your hand, and you let go of the machete and you give it to her. Now when you do that, bitch, you end up running into Kenny ass, knocking him off the motherfucking dick, knocking Unc meat off the motherfucking barbecue grill, making Tara fly down the motherfucking stairs. I'm talking about 49ers. I'm talking New York Giants type of tackle, okay? Uncle like, God damn, niece, I was ready for them, ready to put some barbecue sauce on you to knock my goddamn meat off. Uncle mad as a motherfucker. So you end up knocking Kenny over the railing of the deck or whatever. He ended up hitting his head down there on one of them big ass rocks. So he out for a minute. You end up going down there to check on him. Bitch, you don't want to murder charge. He was breathing, but he was unconscious. You see Tyra at the end of and she end up just getting up and running out the side of the back gate or whatever. So you end up going back into the house. You was pissed the fuck off. You grabbed your purse, you grabbed your umbrella, you grabbed your keys, and you end up leaving. In the midst of you grabbing your things, you also grabbed your husband's phone. When you end up getting to the car, You started going through his text message because you got his passcode. You end up going through his text message and you saw that Tara had a 2-year-old son. How my baby doing? How your baby doing? You end up busting a U-turn, heading back to your mother's-in-law house. Cause who got a baby? Go ahead and give you this third part while I'm sitting in Popeye. My cousin gave me some money from running her to the store, and bitch, I'm hungry, so we finna eat. But before we eat, let's go ahead and do part 3. Now, initially, the bitch had said that she ain't had no motherfucking kids, she ain't had no family, she ain't had no back. But after going through your husband's phone, you end up seeing that he got a motherfucking 2-year-old child. Gotta be his, cause why'd you asking where your baby is? So when you end up reading that text message, you end up turning the fuck around, cause now you gotta go back to Mondu house cause you got some unanswered questions that you gotta get answered. So as you driving, scrolling through his phone, getting mad, and yes, bitch, you was looking at his phone while you was driving, you see pictures of the little boy. The little boy don't look nothing like your husband, however he is claiming his check. You and your husband, y'all ain't got no kids together. So upon further investigation, after going through this, you end up going through all the photos and shit that's up in his text message, and you end up seeing that she end up sending him a screenshot of your Facebook page saying, I'ma tell your wife about it. You said that you was gonna leave her years ago. You still at home. What about me? What about our son? What about our child? I thought you said that you was about to come home with us. And you see in the text where he said, you knew I was married when you met me. I told you once Junior was born that I was not finna just up and leave my wife. She would be devastated seeing that she can't have kids. So you looking through the text messages, bitch, and at this point you was sobbing, you was baby, you got snot coming down your nose because there is nothing more than you wanted than to have a child. And you constantly seeing she's texting him updates about the child, sending him pictures, sending him videos. He even recorded his own video of himself with the child at motherfucking Chuck E. Cheese. So bitch, you was crying, you was sobbing, how you was sad as fuck. Your husband got a whole motherfucking baby on you that you did not know anything about. What a fucking Christmas gift to receive. So you finally pull back up at Mondu. The commotion is still because a few people did leave and some people did stay. So you end up hearing one of his aunties saying, hey nephew, your wife done came back. So he ended up hurrying up and running outside. So you got a baby? You got a son? Babe, look, babe, I'm sorry. Because please don't lie to me. Are you going to listen to me saying, you got a baby? You had a child on me? Baby, look, I was going to tell you. I have a son. He is 2 years old. Me and Tara was messing around and she ended up getting pregnant. I told her to terminate the pregnancy, but she decided to keep the baby. Now, I wasn't going to be involved in the baby's life at all. But once she started sending me pictures of him, I started seeing him. Then I started going around. I ended up creating a bond with him, baby. And I'm so sorry. I can't change what I did, and I can't change the fact that I have a baby. I want our marriage to work. You can't be fucking for real. Ma, I need the machete. Baby, look, please just, not your baby. Bitch, I'm saying. As a matter of fact, I'm Cassandra to you now, nigga. So your husband was a truck driver, but you came from money. Your family, y'all had money. So you didn't really work. You was an entrepreneur and you had your own business. So now your husband, he is crying. He's on his knees saying, please, saying, I'm so sorry. I love you, saying I don't want our 10 years to go to waste, saying, please, if you could just look in your heart, saying I'm so sorry. I lied. I'm sorry, I lied. So recently your husband had replaced y'all wedding rings with your wedding ring. So you took off the ring and bitch, you threw it at him. I don't want nothing to do with you. And his auntie looking like, shit, that's a big ass ring. I wouldn't throw that motherfucking ring. But you was pretty much done with the whole motherfucking situation. So you end up throwing the ring in his face without even saying anything to him. You end up going back outside to the car. You threw his phone as well because at this point you done with the whole motherfucking situation. Bitch, how about when you walking out towards your car, you end up getting a text message from Tara saying, can we talk? Oh, can we talk? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, we can talk. So you end up making it to the car, whatever. You end up wiping your eyes or whatever because bad bitches don't. And you don't need to be crying about no dude who didn't give a fuck about losing you. Because obviously he didn't give a fuck about losing you, bitch. He had a whole baby on you. Look, girl, when you end up getting to the car, remember you pulled up, skirt, on his ass. But he still parked right there in front of the mailbox. Bitch, you threw that motherfucking car in drive and rammed into his shit with your car. And you did it multiple times. So many times to the point where his trunk would just stay in you done broke the leg, the tie out of shape, like the whole back end of that car is messed up, and then you pull it off. So as you driving up the street or whatever, and yes, you going about 75 in a 30, you end up sending her a text message. You like, yeah, we can talk, let's meet. Cousin now you be doing the damn thing, cause baby, what? I love it. Come on with it. Well, cousin, thank you. Come on in. Let's talk about it. After you done knocked your husband on his ass for the second time today, you end up getting in the car and you was left. Now, as you was driving up the street, bitch, going about 75 in the 30, you end up getting a text message from Tara. Tara told you that she wanted to talk and tell you everything. And bitch, you a detail-oriented motherfucker. So why not? You end up saying, I don't want to have this conversation over the phone. I want to meet face to face. She said that she was okay with it. She said she has been waiting on this day to come for years. Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. So you wasn't too far from a nearby park. You knew with your temper, you had to meet this bitch in public. So you end up giving her the directions or the address to the park that you wanted her to meet you at or whatever. So about 15 minutes later, you end up pulling up at the park. It's Christmas Day. It was nobody there. Like, damn, no witnesses. Because you might need some. So look, you end up getting out your car and you end up walking to a nearby bench. About 5 minutes after sitting on that bench, you end up hearing another car pull up. You heard the rocks under the tire. Again, you want nobody at the park. So you end up seeing Tara get out the car and she end up going around to the back seat as if somebody else was in the car with her. And she end up bringing her baby. You knew that you was gonna need to. She started walking towards you with her baby on her hip. And you just the entire time. But you don't want to let her see you sweat. Because why? Never let a bitch see you sweat. The fuck? So once she got closer to the bench, you end up standing up. She said, I didn't come with no problems or for no problem. I know you didn't because you brought your baby. Otherwise, I probably would have been on your ass. But I'm listening. So she tells you that her and your husband have been messing around for 3 years. After the first year, she ended up getting pregnant. Yes, he did tell her that he did not want the baby. But she decided to keep the baby anyway. Especially after he told her that his wife couldn't have kids. So you kept a baby by a married man because his wife couldn't have kids. She then says, let me finish. She said that she got tired of keeping her baby and her family a secret from you, and she felt like you deserved to know. The moment you walked in her store, she knew that there was God giving her the opportunity to reveal her motherfucking secret because she was in love with Kenny. And she wanted to be a family with him. Went into her phone and started showing you pictures of them going out. They went to hockey games. They went to baseball games. They went out to... And he even took the bitch out of town to Baltimore when he was supposed to be going on the road to a business trip. I guess she was his motherfucking passenger princess. Everything that she's saying, bitch, is leaving you motherfucking speechless. And honestly, you have no words. You was recording the conversation because, bitch, you needed for your fucking attorney because you knew that you was not going back. You end up telling her, well, baby, you wanted him. You wanted all the problems that come along with him. You want all the prostitutes that come along with him. He then goes, you also want the STD that comes with him as well, right? STD? What STD? Oh, you don't know? No, what? Oh, baby, he got full-blown AIDS. What? You ain't been to the doctor since y'all been together? I went to the doctor when I was pregnant, but they never told me that I had AIDS. Have you been sleeping with him since you had your baby? Yeah. Well, baby, you should go back. She's like, I don't believe you. I don't believe Kenny has that. Oh, sweetheart. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. But you got the man, so you go right ahead. Baby, you walked off with your head held high. Knowing that you was keeping this secret for so long felt good to let it out. Yes, Kenny had gave you full-blown motherfucking AIDS from cheating on the road with prostitutes while he was being a truck driver. And because of this, you decided to stay with him for all these years thinking that he was all you had. But baby, no. You can have him now. That's why I can't have kids. Baby, Tyra broke down crying, heard her sobbing behind you. You went and got into your car, all smiles, no crying. You called your motherfucking attorney and you told her, baby, I'm ready to file for their divorce. Now, your attorney has been your friend for about 15 years, and she's been waiting on this day for a very long time. Paper has already been drawn up, and a processor has already been picked. Merry motherfucking Christmas, Kenny and Tara. I hope y'all enjoy y'all life. Thank y'all for listening to my story. If you feel like supporting your girl, click the link in my bio and give something to my GoFundMe for my family.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. That was a crazy story. Like from the beginning to the end, the fact that it's Christmas Day and she's having a dinner with her family. She meets this girl. She ends up inviting her out to Christmas. And it just so happens to be a woman that is dealing with her husband. She invites the woman over for Christmas dinner. So apparently she feels really bad and she's like, okay, let me invite this woman over. I've heard a lot of stories. So like just from the start, like that right there, her inviting somebody over and it going crazy. But I'm like, okay, let's just give it a listen, see what happens. Because you never know what it could develop into. It could develop into something great, a beautiful friendship. But I'm like, I got a feeling that's not where this is going. So let's go. She invites the women over, and as she mentioned, her family is kind of hanging out. She got uncles, aunties. It's a good vibe. They have food. It's Christmas Day. So it's so much joy in the air. Everybody knows how Christmas Day feel when you wake up, you with family. No one is expecting drama on Christmas Day. She gets to the part where they're talking outside, whether her husband went up to the woman or from what the woman says that her husband approached her. And then she hear her say, okay, like, don't say nothing. Now, anybody, of course, you're going to wonder, like, what's going on? What are they talking about? Like, what do I not need to know? If you hear somebody that's important to you and your significant other, like, in the corner, cooled off, whispering, she doesn't seem like the type that'll just be like, okay, well, they're talking to my significant other or my spouse, so that's going to be an issue. Now, you do have some women that are like that, like, they just don't want anybody talking to their spouse or their significant other. Being a jealous person, it doesn't help the person that you're with. Like, if that's really your motive, like you just want to be jealous of them every time they interact with someone of the opposite sex, that they're just automatically talking about cheating or they're just automatically thinking about going left. You do have to have some trust for them to be like, okay, I trust them to not do that. But then at the same time, I'm still human, so I'm peeping what's going on and I'm watching. And it just seemed like maybe that's what she was on. She go over there as, what am I not supposed to know? That leads to the whole ricochet of events, from her getting this chainsaw or this machete and her aunt trying to get the machete from her. That right there is just crazy in itself, because like when you cheat on someone, you put them in a different emotional space and you don't know like what response you're going to get. It could be someone that's normally really calm, but then you make them upset and you don't know like what's going to come out, what you're going to get. And then if you do something or you violate a person, you can't tell them how to respond. You can't be like, oh, you're supposed to be like this, or I wouldn't expect you to do all of that, but you did what you did, so you can't control how they respond, unfortunately. Hopefully they can show you grace, but you know, not, that's just kind of where you're at. So her aunt took the machete from her, made sure nothing happened. She said that she went home, came back, and because she found out that he now, on top of that, cherry on top, not just cheating, but he has a son. She confronts, goes back to the house, confronts him, and he's like apologizing profusely. She did mention that she could not have kids, and like, you know, I have children, but I have a close experience with someone in my family that could not have children, and that was a very painful spot and point and experience for her. So to just like kind of fork in on that and layer that on top of the fact that she can't have kids, and now she's at a loss in her marriage, and now he also has a baby, so you got just, it's layers of hurt and pain. She's crying, she's asking him like, why did he do this? And then in the midst of that, she gets a text from old girl. So she's like, listen, I just want to talk. So they, you know, meet up in a park. They exchange words. Now the girl had brought her baby, which was something that was interesting. So she definitely was trying to be very non-confrontational, but it's like, you've already pushed it. You've been messing with this woman's husband for 3 years. You told her that you didn't know. So it's like you knew and you just kind of went along with the plan. Of course somebody's going to go butt wild and crazy when you done had the dibs of the situation the whole time, and now they coming on the back end piecing and dealing with everything together from something that's been going 3 years back. The girl see that she got her baby, so she like, all right, can't fight. And I do like that at least she respected the child enough to not fight. The woman said that she hadn't known him when they was at the house, back at the house. Now she comes out saying how they spent time together, showing pictures and videos, brought the son. Like, she's just fully comfortable in this situation. Like, she's had 3 years of time to process this. And now this wife have all of what, a matter of hours we're talking, because it's still Christmas Day. She gave her the whole rundown. I really wanted him to be with me. I really wanted us to have a family. All right, cool. While we at it, let me let you know something to be on the lookout for. And she just dropped the bomb. Like, I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I was expecting it to be something crazy, but like that, I don't know. She had been messing with this man for 3 years. When you meet a woman and you date her on the side, like, yes, everything's gonna go cool at first because she's trying to impress you and show you, like, I'm the girl for you. Like, I'm the cool side chick. I'm not gonna tell your wife. I'm not gonna hit wifey up. Like, I'm gonna stay in my place, do everything I need to do. And she's tap dancing for you. Like, she's putting on a show, baby, okay? She's giving it to you for that first little woo representative period. She's laying the red carpet out, getting you in. But after so much time, like, any woman, she's gonna want to be known about. Even if she doesn't want you. She wants to let your girl know, like, yeah, I had him. I don't want him, but just wanted to let you know. So women can be like that, and you have to be very, very careful when selecting you a side piece, because I'm trying to tell you, at some point, child, they want to come from behind the curtains, they want to be in the spotlight, and they want to say hello to the world. Yes. Now, I know y'all might be thinking that sound messed up, but that's just the reality of how things are sometimes. Women want to be known about, they want to be adored, they want to be, you know, they want to feel special. They don't want to be your dark little secret hiding in the closet. Even if you may argue to say, okay, well, I told her what it was from the beginning. I told her that I was married and I had a wife. She's gonna be like, okay. Mm-hmm. And guess what? As soon as she get comfortable and you keep coming to the water fountain to sip from her well, she's gonna feel like she got a little bit of she got a little bit of leverage. So yeah, at some point, I do want to be known about. I do want to be seen. I changed my mind. So fellas, you definitely gotta be careful with that. The part at the end was just like the kicker for me. Like, to think that you've been with this guy, you done had his baby the whole time. Like, he not only did he not have enough respect for his wife, who he did mention couldn't have children, but still stepped out with you and procreated with you, did not tell you that he had a virus, a deadly virus. So her moving forward with this guy is just going to be a long road ahead. Very sad that it had to play out that way, but unfortunately, that's just definitely going to be a harsh, hard learning lesson for her. Big ups to the wife. It just sounded like she was pretty much over it, the way she was telling the story anyway. So wishing them all well and, you know, the best to them. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Please drop y'all thoughts and y'all comments below, because I be wanting to know what y'all think. And I see some people comment and I go through and I check them. You know, even if I can't comment everyone, I'm still gonna like it. I'm gonna still just let you know that I see you. Until next time, y'all, peace.